Once upon a time, on a bright summer morning, a little tailor sat stitching by his window. He was small, but his spirit was huge. Down the street, a woman called out, "Good jelly for sale." The tailor, delighted, called her up. After inspecting every single jar, he finally bought a tiny portion, a quarter of a pound, much to the woman's annoyance. "This jelly will be my fuel,"
he declared, spreading it thickly on a huge slice of bread.
But before he could take a bite, a swarm of flies descended upon his treat. "Hey, who invited you?"
He cried. Losing his patience, he grabbed a piece of cloth and whack. He slapped the table with one mighty blow.
When he lifted the cloth, he counted 7 dead flies. 7 at one blow, he marveled at his own strength. "The whole world must know of my bravery." He immediately stitched a magnificent belt, embroidering it with those very words, 7 at one blow. Feeling his workshop was too small for his newfound greatness, he decided to see the world. He packed a piece of old cheese and a bird he found tangled in a bush and set off on his adventure. His journey led him to a high mountain where he met a monstrous giant. "Good day, comrade," the tailor said boldly. "Want to seek our fortunes together?" The giant scoffed at his size, but then he saw the belt. 7 at one blow, he read, thinking the tailor had killed 7 men. The giant decided to test him. First, he squeezed a stone until water dripped out. The tailor just laughed, pulled out his soft cheese, and squeezed it until whey gushed out. The giant was stunned. Next, the giant threw a stone so high it nearly disappeared. The tailor said, "I'll throw one that never comes back," and tossed the little bird into the air. It soared away, never to be seen again. Impressed, the giant led him to his cave. That night, thinking the tailor was asleep, the giant took a huge iron bar and smashed the bed to bits. But our clever tailor wasn't in the bed. He had found a cozy corner to sleep in. The next morning, when the giants saw him walking towards them, alive and whistling, they were so terrified they fled for their lives. The tailor eventually arrived at a king's palace and fell asleep on the lawn. When the king's courtiers read his belt, they rushed to the king, declaring this man a great hero. But the other soldiers were jealous and scared. "He'll kill 7 of us with every swing," they cried, threatening to leave. The king, fearing this powerful stranger, devised a series of impossible tasks. "Kill the 2 giants in the forest," he commanded, "and you shall have my daughter's hand and half the kingdom." The tailor found the giants sleeping. He climbed a tree and dropped a heavy rock on one. The giant woke up and blamed his friend. A massive fight broke out between them, and they ended up destroying each other. The tailor simply walked down and claimed his victory. Next, the king sent him to capture a unicorn. As it charged, the tailor dodged, and the unicorn drove its horn deep into a tree, trapping itself. Then he had to capture a wild boar. The tailor cleverly lured it into a small chapel and locked a door. With no more excuses, the king had to agree to the wedding. The little tailor became a king. But one night, the new queen heard him talking in his sleep about mending clothes. Realizing he was just a tailor, she plotted with her father to get rid of him. A loyal servant warned the tailor. That night, he pretended to be dreaming and shouted, "I have killed 7 at one blow and slain giants. Why should I fear the rascals outside my door?" The guards waiting to capture him overheard and ran away in terror. No one ever dared to challenge him again, and the brave little tailor remained a king for the rest of his happy life. If you enjoyed this story, please save and like the video. It helps us create more content just like this for you. Thanks for watching.